Thank you for chipping in to another Cyberpunk 2077 news update. Apparently, CD Projekt Red have received heat for an in-game advertisement that features a transgender model promoting a cyberpunk drink. It has the words 16 flavors you'd love to mix underneath the image. Mix it up may be a reference to the visual content. The image was revealed as part of promotional material for Nvidia's ray tracing technology, which I covered in a previous news video. The artist behind the image, Kasia Radeshuk, is an art director for Cyberpunk 2077. She said that the intention behind the artwork was to reflect the dystopian state of a cyberpunk world, in the grip of omnipresent, all-powerful megacorporations. I am working on the assumption that the interview Kasia gave was reported correctly. The following is what Kasia had to say on the advertisement. The world of Cyberpunk 2077 includes many people who are gender non-conforming, some of whom enjoy showing off their bodies in public. They are a demographic group with significant purchasing power, and so megacorporations use their likeness to sell soft drinks. It's supposed to be a play on the same sort of hypersexualized advertising that modern companies use to sell products today, just brought in line with the future CD Projekt Red wants to portray in 2077. I'm not surprised people have questions, Radeshuk says. I'm currently taking care of in-game media, so branding and advertisements for the various corporations. And in this dystopian future, these megacorporations are oppressive. They've basically taken over and prescribe how people live. They are constantly, aggressively selling everything possible. Within the game, you will notice many advertisements. For anything, even a chair, just slap a random sexy person on top and say, hey, buy this. This shows the sexploitation of those people, and many of our advertisements feature the sexualization. We sexualize men, women, and people in between, all to show how terrible this is. As for the person in the advert, for Kasia, she views them as sexy. She likes how this person looks. However, this model's beautiful body is used for corporate reasons. They are displayed there just as a thing, and that's the terrible part of it. Gender non-conforming people are far more visible in Cyberpunk 2077 than they are today, Kasia explained, and they have money, and so they're a prime demographic for this kind of targeted advertising. The power of corporations in the game world means that everything about their marketing is more overt and aggressive. In 2077, especially with how much body modifications are available, I think people just mix and match however they want, however they feel, and even society is more open to different kinds of relationships. This is not to say that the player should see this kind of advertising as good. Mega corporations dictate everything. They create those very aggressive advertisements that use and abuse a lot of people's needs and instincts. So hypersexualization is apparent everywhere, and in 2077's ads there are many examples of hypersexualized women, hypersexualized men, and hypersexualized people in between. This is all to show that, much like in our modern world, hypersexualization in advertisements is just terrible. Radeshuk continued, it was a conscious choice on our end to show that in this world, a world where you are a cyberpunk, a person fighting against corporations, that advertisement is what you're fighting against. I would say it was never the intention to offend anyone. However, with this image of an over-sexualized person, we did want to show how over-sexualization of people is bad, and that's it. Kasia explains, I think that sexy bodies are sexy. Full disclosure, I love female bodies. I love male bodies. I love bodies in between. This is who I am. However, I hate it when it's used commercially, and that's exactly what we want to show by doing this exactly, by showing how big corporations use people's bodies against them. For Radeshuk, the fictional advertisement is also an effort to increase empathy for the LGBTQ community among video game consumers. We need it, Radeshuk said. I honestly think we need it because we need more acceptance in the world, and we need to also show how the goodness of people is sometimes used against them. And I would really love for the world to change and be a better place for everyone. Another poster has the words 3 mouths, 1 desire, which is a reference to Total Recall's I Wish I Had 3 Hands scene, but is also an example of the grotesque sex movies available in Cyberpunk 2077's world.
Baby, you make me wish I had 3 hands.
People need representation, and representation in a good way. In Cyberpunk 2077, CD Projekt Red showing a world where many of the things which may be taboo or unusual today are completely normalized. It's a world where you can go to a Ripperdoc and change your body. It's become normal. We have a character creator where you can mix up appearance and voice options and make the character you want to play. And of course, through gameplay you can roleplay the character you want through your interactions with NPCs. It was meant to make people feel uncomfortable, Redusha concludes, not because they're seeing someone with breasts and a penis, but because the body is being exploited. She didn't slap the penis there for people to laugh about it. There is a beautiful body there being used to sell soda. Now that you have the information, do you believe the image is controversial? Or perhaps you view the ad with apathy? Almost all the points Kasha makes falls within the scope of Mike Pondsmith's narrative from a lore perspective. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Hey Chumba, I'm Kazuliski, and I hope you found this Cyberpunk 2077 news to be informative. Are you interested in more Cyberpunk 2077 content? Then be sure to hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions or feedback, please let me know in the comment section. Thank you for chipping in.